Saunaka said, "Child, thy father formerly read the whole of Puranas, O son of Lomaharsana, and the Bharata, with Krishna-Dwaipayana, as thou also made them thy study. In those ancient records are chronicled interesting stories and the history of the first generations of the wise men, all of which we heard being rehearsed by thy sire. In the first place, I am desirous of hearing the history of the race of Bhrigu. Recount thou that history, we shall attentively listen to thee." Sauti answered, "By me hath been acquired all that was formerly studied by the high souled Brahmanas, including Vaisampayana, and repeated by them. By me hath been acquired all that has been studied by my father. O descendant of the Bhrigu race, attend then to so much as relate to the exiled race of Bhrigu, revered by Indra and all the gods, by the tribes of Rishis and Marutas, winds. O great Muni, I shall first properly recount the story of this family as told in the Puranas. The great and blessed Saint Bhrigu, who are informed was produced by the self-existing Brahma from the fire at sacrifice of Varuna, and Bhrigu had a son named Chavana, whom he dearly loved. Unto Chavana was born a virtuous son called Pramati, and Pramati had a son named Ruru by Kritachi, the celestial dance shoes, and to Ruru also by his wife Pramadvara was born a son, whose name was Saunaka. He was so, O Saunaka, thy great ancestor, exceedingly virtuous in his ways. He was devoted to asceticism of great reputation, proficient in law, and eminent among those having a knowledge of the Vedas. He was virtuous, truthful, and of well-regulated fare. Saunaka said, "O son of Suta, I ask thee why the illustrious son of Bhrigu was named Chavana. You tell me all." Sauti replied, "Bhrigu had a wife named Pauloma, whom he dearly loved. She became big with child by Bhrigu, and one day, while the virtuous continent Pauloma was in that condition, Bhrigu, great among those that are true to their religion, leaving her at home, went out to perform his ablutions. It was then that the Rakshasa called Pauloma came to Bhrigu's abode, and entering the Rishi's abode, the Rakshasa saw the wife of Bhrigu, approachable in everything, and seeing her, he became filled with lust and lost his senses. The beautiful Pauloma entertained the Rakshasas, thus arrived with roots and fruits of the forest. And he, Rakshasa, who burnt with desire upon seeing her, became very much delighted, and resolved, O good sage, to bear her away, who was so blameless in every respect. My design is accomplished, said the Rakshasa, and so seizing that beautiful matron, he carried her away. And indeed she of agreeable smiles had been betrothed by her father himself to him, although the former subsequently bestowed her, according to due rites, on Bhrigu. O thou of the Bhrigu race, this wound rankled deep in the Raksasa's mind, and he thought the present moment a very good opportunity for carrying the lady away. And the Rakshasa saw in the apartment in which the sacrificial fire was kept burning brightly. The Rakshasa then asked the flaming element, "Tell me, O Agni, whose wife this woman rightfully is? Thou art the mouth of gods, therefore thou art bound to answer my question." This lady of superior complexion had been first accepted by me as wife, but her father subsequently bestowed her on the false Bhrigu. Tell me truly if this fair one can be regarded as the wife of Bhrigu. For having found her alone, I have resolved to bear away by force from the hermitage. My heart burneth with rage when I reflect that Bhrigu hath got possession of this woman of slender waist, first betrothed to myself. Sauti continued, in this manner the Rakshasa asked the flaming god of fire again and again whether the lady was Bhrigu's wife. And the god was afraid to return an answer. Thou, O god of fire, said he, residest continually within every creature, as witness of their merits and demerits. O thou respected one, then answer my question truly. Has not Bhrigu appropriated her who was chosen by me as my wife? Thou should declare truly whether therefore she is my wife by first choice, after thy answer as to whether she is the wife of Bhrigu. I will bear her away from this hermitage even in sight of thee, therefore answer thou truly. Sauti continued. The seven-flamed god, having heard these words of the Rakshasa, became exceedingly distressed, being afraid of telling a falsehood and equally afraid of Bhrigu's curse. And the god at length made answer in words that came out slowly. This Pauloma was indeed first chosen by thee, O Rakshasa, but she was not taken by thee with holy rites and invocations. But this far-famed lady was bestowed by her father on Bhrigu as a gift from desire of blessing. She was not bestowed on thee, O Rakshasa. This lady was duly made by the Rishi Bhrigu, his wife, with Vedic rites in my presence. This is she, I know her. I dare not speak a falsehood. O thou best of Rakshasas, falsehood is never respected in this world.